And this is the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. And I'm Mark Sherry, and here with Mistress Miriam. And you just heard Sugaring Season by Amber Wolfe. And before that, we had Another Night by Chris Weisman. And we started off with Find Myself by Olive Tiger. Let's start with Sugaring Season by Amber Wolfe.
Northampton, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Local. I love this track and I love her voice. There are many things you can say about it, but my sort of initial just feeling takeaway is it almost sounds like a vintage country album playing. There's something about that has a vintagey sound to it. The production of it.
It's very simple, and like it's a simple song that's just like her guitar is just right on point, very effective. And I really like, her vocal style. It's kind of controlled, yet very melodic, and it just makes the song flow.
Beautiful harmonies too. Do we know, does she sing all of her own vocals? Does she harmonize with herself?
I don't know, but yeah, I think we both thought that that's very possible. She's actually an ex veteran of the Institute for Musical Arts up in Goshen, Mass.
Alum of IMA.
She is an alum. I guess started out in Washington, D.C., where she recorded her EP. Actually went back there to do that. She's definitely got some chops for sure. I really like her stuff. Yeah. And before that, we had Chris Weisman doing Another Night. And Chris is from Brattleboro, Vermont. And I don't think that we have ever played anyone in all of our shows who is quite as prolific as Chris.
Yeah.
He's put out
35 albums?
Yes, 35 albums in 10 years. And he basically does this stuff at home, records now on an 8-track. He's doing it on a 4-track for many years. And he does everything. And, he's a great songwriter, jazz musician. After taking, I guess, a little hiatus, he came, I guess, in 2019, he had 3 30-track albums that he released on Bandcamp. And then the next year, 2020, he had 6 albums that he released.
It says he's a hermit. And I think he brings, in the very best way, his like hermit-ish quality.
So poetic, yeah.
Just you can see him alone, like writing this, poetic stuff. In his room, looking at animals outside.
Yeah, kind of like very dreamy stuff and very poetic, really interesting stuff to listen to. I really enjoyed that. And we started out that set with Olive Tiger from the New Haven, Connecticut area, doing Find Myself. And Olive Tiger is a trio. They call themselves a non-traditional rock trio, combines electronics and organic elements of chamber pop. And you can certainly see that, especially when they have an unusual collection of instrumentation. I guess Olive plays cello, guitar, and does vocals. And they have Jesse Newman doing violin, synths, and other electronics. And then they have a drummer, John McGrath. It works really well. Olive, I love her cello. She makes it sort of double as a bass as well.
There's so much. I am a cellist, and there's so much you can do with the cello. And I think when you think outside of the box, she probably was classically trained. You just have the thing in your hands. There's so many other things you can do with it than, was written by Mozart or Bach or whatnot. I'm really loving hearing a lot of these artists who bring the electronica into their music. It just gives it this interesting layer, especially with the string instruments. And the electronica has just a beautiful, unusual sound, delicious to the ear.
Absolutely. And our next set, speaking of delicious, We're going to be starting out with a real legend, Buffy Sainte-Marie, and she's going to be doing Hey Little Rockabye.